Western Conference Finals are over. Eastern Conference Finals, not just yet. Knicks stay alive. They beat the Pacers in the biggest blowout of the series yet, 111 to 94. We'll get into it all. My name is Shlomo Stark,
My name is David Jacob.
and this is the daily basketball recap in 15 minutes or less. Levy. So predictable. I called this from a mile away. This Knicks team is like, when there's a fly in your house and it's really annoying and you are just spending all day trying to kill it. And then you finally either clap your hands and you get it, or you smash it on the wall and you get it. And then you look at your hand to look at the satisfaction of the dead fly, and then it flies away. That
Gotcha.
is the New York Knicks. The entire season, not just this series. They are down 20. They are down 3-1. You've killed them. They're done. No matter what it is, they come back like a bug that just will not die, an insect that can't be killed. And they give you hope. Like this was the first game of the series in which that did not have clutch minutes played.
Yeah,
Where the
I also
score
blame
was,
the Pacers.
oh, you mean their overrated player, Tyrese Haliburton? 8 points, two for seven shooting, 2 rebounds, 6 assists. Who last game people were comparing him to like top five player in the league. That you mean that you mean that guy?
Yeah,
Yeah, we could blame him.
I'm not gonna play
Yeah,
this game.
we could blame him. Yeah, we could blame him. The guy who we were saying was the best player in the series. Meanwhile, Brunson is averaging like 10 more points. Has
What
had one bad game.
What do you mean,
Sure,
people? You were like, yeah, you could also make the argument.
we could blame him. I realized something during this game. I hate Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay, let's get into it.
He's good, but he's not as consistent as the real stars.
Okay. Um.
So you need to be a level down. When you have nope, too high. Tyrese Halliburton, let's say it this way. Tyrese Halliburton is closer to Paul George than he is to SGA. I'm talking about prime Paul George.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Yeah.
He's a guy that is good when he's good, but I'm not surprised when he has a bad game.
But I don't. The interesting
Jalen
part is,
Brunson is closer to SGA, as in
yeah,
Jalen Brunson doesn't have
consistency.
bad games.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. It's
And we were sitting here a couple of days ago debating Halliburton versus Edwards. That was silly.
No, it was career. We always said career. To be clear,
Even with the career.
why?
Because Edwards' career has so much more potential.
Potential. I'm saying career right now.
Even career right now. Edwards has been more consistent.
First off,
Anyway,
if we're talking about consistency, I don't want to tell you that Anthony Edwards has necessarily been consistent. Um, I have there's a lot of people who really don't care about inconsistency. Like, for example, that's what I always knock Kyrie on, and I know that everyone does, but it really really damages him as a quote unquote star in my eyes. Other people don't really seem to have a problem with that. I think that's why James Harden in the playoffs is like such an anomaly, because he doesn't really have inconsistency in the regular season. It really only comes to the postseason. I think that in regards to Edwards, I again, I wouldn't call him an inconsistent player. I think usually inconsistency is usually the sign of a younger player, right? I think as Edwards' career goes on, he'll get better. I don't know tell you the same with Tyrese Haliburton, but he's still an exceptional talent. I think that the Knicks, they just, you see this every so often with like the the Cavs also had this issue. You, I think of it in a funny way. Like they're like this like small town team from Indiana. You know, they went to the big city and then they just got punched in the face. Like
Well, what the Knicks did tonight, which nobody in the playoffs has been able to do for one game the entire series, is the Knicks slowed the Pacers down. And how did they do it? I got to admit, it's Thibodeau, and it was uh, double-digit minutes on the bench. We had four bench players in double-digit minutes, and Precious Achiuwa with five. Because then in the fourth quarter, when we couldn't blow a 10, 15-point lead, OG and Hart were looking at each other saying, I thought you were supposed to take them,
right,
Hart. But we were just, we were great. We were great tonight.
there was an
And
interesting segment. I don't want to interrupt you, but there's an interesting segment just on the note of Thibodeau because I don't want to forget. Bill Simmons and uh, Zach Lowe maybe were talking about Thibodeau, and they're saying like, "What's the answer?" I don't think it was Zach Lowe. I think it was maybe Rob Mahone. I don't remember who it was exactly, but they said, "What's the answer?" And he said, "Well, maybe like who like I don't know. Do you think getting Michael Malone would be an answer?" And they were like, "I like Thibodeau better than Michael Malone as a coach," and the answer is like, "Yeah, he's a fine coach. He just has to kind of like." I feel like it took the fans being like, play your bench for Thibodeau to play his bench. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very bizarre, but he has adjusted over the course of this series specifically. So credit to him, really.
well, Andrew Sham, it's been awesome. This Knicks team, just, I can't with them. They give me so much hope and they take it away. This was their best game of the series, maybe even the playoffs, unless you want to argue that the Celtics wins were more impressive. This was a huge win. Um, Let me think if I have any more thoughts about this game. Towns was unbelievable because he figured out that if he just goes quickly in the paint, they can't double him. Um, and the one time he went slowly, Nemhard got him on the double. So maybe he figured that out. Towns was 24 and 13. Jalen Brunson was 32 points, 12 of 18, but it was the defense that got this game. And it was the bench. Like I saw this stat. Like, I mean, you look at them offensively, but Brunson and Towns are the first duo since Shaq and Kobe to have the first 5 games of the conference finals where two players score over 20 plus points every game.
Wow.
So the Knicks have been consistent all 5 games offensively. Tonight it was the defense. The Pacers don't score 94 points. That's not their game.
Yeah.
You hold the Pacers to under 100, you're beating them every time.
Yeah. There is some joke to be made about pace and Pacers, but
Zach Lowe said that also.
oh really?
He said it also exactly like that. He's like, someone needs to make this joke. Like he wasn't going to be the one to like think of it, but
It's a thankless
Zach Lowe
job, you
did
know.
say that. Yeah. All right, Levy. Before we go, turn the TikTok camera on. Before we go to well, there's no predictions because the next game is the prediction. So turn the TikTok camera on. Is it on?
uh, to be
Great,
fair, it hasn't been turned off. Yeah.
great. I'm trying to look directly at the camera, even though it's hard. I'm speaking to the Pacers fans and the Pacers players, who I know some of you guys listen to this. I think Aaron Neesmith and Miles Turner listen to the pod. Prove me wrong. Don't let us get 6. I'm telling you right now. Do not let the Knicks get game 6 because we're winning game 7. I'm not predicting a game 6 win, but I'm predicting a close game in game 6, and Indiana mistakes could lead to the Knicks getting game 6. And I'm telling you, Indiana, don't do it. Game 7 in the Garden, when we are 1 win away to a finals appearance, I don't think you're going to win that game. And I believe you can win game 6. I Don't do it. Don't lose game 6. Knicks, I'm cautiously pessimistic. I'm cautiously pessimistic. Not even optimistic. I know, I know we're gonna lose game 6, and yes, I will be waking up to watch game 6 because now the Knicks have got me fired up again. They did exactly what I thought they would. They blew Indiana out. They didn't win by 4 in a game that was like lucky, and they just outplayed them, outcoached them, out defended them, and out offensed them, whatever the word is, outscored them. Don't let us get 6.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking about it today, and I was like, I would if the home court advantage was flipped the other way. I was like, I feel like the Knicks, because of this game, could have momentum to win the next game, and then I'd be like, okay, but like Pacers, are going to win 7. The fact that game 7 is in MSG is wild.
The pressure now is on the Pacers,
Yeah,
and which is crazy because they're up 3-2 in a series. But the Knicks, okay, so we lose. We have not
right.
we
There's nothing to this.
we
Yeah,
like we're already dead. Like you're playing us, you're playing the zombie version of us now. We are going to put it all out there. Whereas the Pacers, you are going to the scariest arena. Did you see what they did to that Haliburton doll?
no,
Someone made a doll of Tyrese Haliburton, and they lynched it in the streets. Like a doll, like it was like a life size doll, but they just put a Haliburton jersey on it, and Knicks fans after this game were just beating the garbage out of it, like literally murdering the doll. It is a scary, scary atmosphere and a scary place to play, and the Pacers were not ready for it tonight. We're gonna
which
have
makes
Ben Stiller, Timothy Chalamet with us, and Spike Lee in game 6, hopefully.
give me an X Factor celebrity who will be there for game 6.
Game 6, it's like
Yeah,
Lance Stevenson. They don't have any celebrities.
I feel like there's gonna be a Knicks celebrity who shows up in
Oh, a
Indiana.
Nick celebrity.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get the Sopranos cast. We're talking, we're talking Michael Imperioli, Edie Falco. Literally, you Pacers score, we're gonna whack you, get you whacked, or whatever the attack phrase is. I'm saying
I'm
the
telling you,
celeb thing is real.
just to
The,
throw
the,
them
the,
off the game. I'm really serious. Nolan needs to buy a suite next to John Haliburton and put Giannis right in that suite. That might be tampering. He could pay the fine. It's fine.
you've been on this take for a while. That would have no effect on the players. It would just be funny.
I think you're right, but the fear from Tyrese Haliburton that his dad might go to prison this.
You've been on this take for a while. You say it every game, so I'm kind of excited for the Pacers series to end, so I could stop hearing this take. But sure, yes, it would be funny. It would be hilarious. I'm predicting a Pacers win in Game 6. I think they will be favored, probably by 2 or 3 points. It's probably the lines are already up. Let me check what they're favored by. Pacers are favored by 3.5. Okay, that is also my prediction. It will be around a 3-4 point game. The Knicks are not out.
Yeah, I pray for the Knicks' sake that there's I don't want to be the person to jinx it, but I hope they stay healthy. That's all. I hope they stay healthy. It's been a long season. They're almost there, Just gotta stay healthy.
Yeah, Towns did this with a bruised knee.
And whatever happened to his hand? Remember his hand? That just
Oh yeah,
faded away.
He had a right hand. They're like, oh, don't worry, yours left hand. I don't know. That was the daily basketball recap in 15 minutes or less. I want to thank you, Levy, for co-hosting, for producing, for advocating that the Knicks buy Giannis a suite for the 45th time.
I'm just trying to get Giannis a nice suite. That's all I'm looking for. Maybe it'll help him also make his way to New York. Who knows? Just all I'm saying.
Who needs him? We're 2 wins away from the finals. And I want to thank you for listening.